where the market will not go, we need a chart. So what I do is I usually use this 5 minutes chart. So this is Nifty 5 minutes charts, and I use RSI. So this is an indicator RSI, Relative Strength Index, which is a very common, uh, commonly available. Which is a
Sir,
very commonly.
cannot see the screen, sir, please.
Okay, 1 second. Let me share my screen. Sorry. Can you see the screen now? I hope you can see the screen now.
Yeah, visible now. Thank you.
Okay. So this is the 5 minutes charts I use. This is Nifty charts, and I use a simple indicator called RSI. And this is enough to tell you at what are the levels for the day which are safe, where Nifty should not go. And it can be used only on certain days. So it cannot be used in every day, but there are certain days when it can be used very nicely. And those certain days are when there is a divergence on RSI on 5 minutes chart. So I hope most of you understand divergence. What does RSI divergence means? You can easily Google it, or you can easily check it on online. But I'll just quickly explain. Basically, divergence is let me just draw. Divergence is when, let's say, the market is making higher high, when the market is making higher high, but the RSI, for example, is making a lower low. So when the market is making a higher high, but the RSI is making a lower low, there is a divergence. Similarly, when the market is making a lower low, but the RSI is making a higher low, it is called a divergence. This is called a bearish divergence, when the market is going up, but RSI is coming down. And this is called a bullish divergence, when market is going down, but the RSI is going up. Okay, this is what basically RSI means. And you can go online. There will be a lot of videos online which explains RSI divergence. Now, how do I use this on certain days to mark certain levels which I think are safe to sell? Okay, so let me just delete everything. So basically, I look for divergence on this RSI, and I'll give you last expiry example. So last expiry was 26th. Okay, so let's go to 26th. There's some problem. Okay, because I'm in the drawing. Yeah. Okay. So 26th. Just see, this is 26th. Okay, this is 26th, and somewhere around, I think, in the afternoon, I had predicted that market will not fall below a certain level. So how did I do that? If you see on 26th, what is happening is that market is continuously making a lower low. See, it was continuously making a lower low, but see what the RSI was doing. RSI at this point, when the market was here, RSI was here. Okay, but when market made a new low here, RSI actually did not go down, it actually went up. And this is a very clear case of divergence, when the RSI is going up and market is going down. What it means is basically speed at which the market is falling is slowing down. What it basically means is that the momentum at which the market is falling is slowing down. Now, market can continue to fall. Okay, market can continue to fall, but the speed at which it is falling will slow down because of this divergence. Okay, there is no guarantee that market will reverse like it did, but there is a 90% chance that even if there is a fall, it will be a slower fall, or market will go sideways. And that is the point where I tend to sell contra, kind of take a contra view and sell. So in this case, I will be selling puts because I think market fall will slow down now. So how do I mark that level? Okay, so to mark that level, what I do is I simply, so the lowest point on RSI, okay, was made when the market was here. And then when this bottom was made, the RSI was high. Now, what I do at this stage is I draw a slight of a trend line joining these two. Okay, and then I extend it till 315. So if you see, I will extend it till 315. Here it is 320, right? So I extend this trend line till 320 on that particular day. Okay, and then I create a small channel. Now at 320 here, I look at the level. The level is 15,840. So what I do is any level below this, I mark it as a safe level to sell. So what I say is that, okay, 15,800 is a safe level to sell puts. So people can sell 15,800, or I can sell 15,750. Now on this particular day, I remember when at this point I said, hey guys, 15,800 is safe to sell. A lot of people were really worried. They said, how can you, this is very like market is falling, and we don't have the guts to sell a put. And I said, I think it's safe to sell, because even if market continued to fall, I was expecting it to remain above this trend line because of this divergence here. Okay. So on this particular day, as you can see, market after some time actually reversed and closed at a day high. So selling puts was quite safe on this day. The only time where I will exit puts on this day is when actually it falls below this trend line. If it breaks this trend line, I will exit my put. Till the time it is trading above this trend line, I will hold on to my put. Till the time it's trading above this channel, I will hold on to my put, because eventually by 320, I know it will become zero because I have sold the put here. This is on expiry, guys. Okay, so I'll show you some more days. So let's see. 19th and 12th. Let's see where was market on 19th and 12th. Okay, so this is 19th. Again, on this day also I went contra. I gave a sell call on puts. So if you see here, this was an expiry. It gapped down. So market RSI was already made a low. Then at this stage here, when market made a new low here, if you see, first low was here. RSI was actually going up. RSI, if you look at this level, RSI was actually up from this level, right? So this was a very clear indication to me that the momentum is fading. So what I did was I joined this trend line and I extended it till 320. Okay, and then I created a channel like this. And again on this day at around 12 o'clock, I had said that it is safe to sell 15,750 and 15,700 puts. And again, because the market was falling it after such a big gap down, people were worried. They said, oh, it is like very risky to sell this put. Market has been falling after a gap down. And I was quite comfortable. And I was like, these puts are usually trading at 20:30 at that time in the afternoon. So what I do is I sell something at 20:30. I keep a stop loss of 40, 45, 50. And as market kind of time passes on, that put becomes zero. So on this day, because this channel was somewhere around 15,800, I said I'll sell 15,750 put. So this is the put I was selling that day. 15,750. I even sold 15,800 actually that day. Because this was at 770, so I took a small risk and I said, okay, I'll sell 800 also, but 750 and 700 are quite safe. So this is how you can use divergence to make money on expiry. And typically what I do is, if I sell something at 20, if that 20 becomes 6 or 7, I will book that, and instead of 750, I will go to 700 or 650. So that's the whole idea. This is how you can predict a particular level to be safe and do a contra trade. Okay, if I show you some more examples of this, and sometimes in 9 out of 10 times it will work, 1 out of 10 times it will fail, so be it. So if we look at 12th and 5th, okay, so go back, let me remove all this. Okay, 12th, 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 Yeah, again see 12th May, it gapped down. Okay, RSI made a low here. See, it was very simple. RSI made a low here. Okay, RSI made a low here. Here and here, right? And then it made a new low, but RSI was making a high, lower high, or sorry, higher low. So RSI was making a higher low. Market was actually making a lower low. So this is a clear divergence. Okay. So again, what I did was I joined these two levels and I extended it till 320 and I created a channel. And I said, okay, this is ending somewhere at 15,750. So 15,700 is safe to sell. So I sold 15,700 and 650 puts. Okay, and the same thing, while it kept falling, RSI was continuing to go up, which told me that the momentum of the fall is slowing down. So, if I take this trade here somewhere at 11:25, by 2 o'clock, this 15,700 had lost 80% of the value. So even when it actually broke down, this trend line, by that time I had already booked my 90% premium. So I was not worried. But eventually it went up and it closed above this level. So all these puts became zero. So usually what I do is if I'm selling something at 20, 25 rupees, I will sell a call at 10 rupees against it. And most of the times, this put will also become zero and the call will also become zero. This is one of the ways of trading it. In some rare scenario, if it breaks down very quickly, my put will give a loss, but I'll get some profit in the call. So it kind of reduces the loss on that particular day. When the market is trending very heavily, and even this negative or positive divergence also gets negated, I will not get a big loss. And trading is all about keeping your losses small and keeping your winners big. So these are the three examples, guys, I have given. I'm sure you will be able to find some, negative divergence cases as well. Let me just see if I can find a negative divergence case. Obviously, market is falling for some time, so we don't have a lot of negative divergences. But here you will be able to find negative divergence. Let's see. Okay, see here, for example, this is not an expiry day. I don't know if it was expiry or not, but just as an example, I am showing you a divergence case. So here market gapped up, okay, and here RSI was making a high. Then actually, sorry, market gapped up here, RSI made a high here. Then market went up, RSI actually did not go above this level. See, there was a clear negative divergence here from the open itself. From the open itself, market made a higher high, but RSI was making a lower high. RSI was making a lower high. So again, very simple. You join these two channels, extend it till the end, make a small channel, and this is the level. Any level above this is safe to sell for that day, because you don't expect the market to go above this channel, because the buying momentum is slowing down here. So this is the trick basically, guys. You can practice it. You can go to your charts and mark such days when market is showing RSI is showing a divergence, and you will get a lot of reversals. In fact, 2 days back, you can use it for intraday trading as well. I used it for intraday trading here. Yesterday I actually took a small trade in Bank Nifty, and I'll show you that also. And you can see some channels already marked here. In Bank Nifty, yesterday, okay, here if you see, market made a high, RSI was here. Market made a higher high, and RSI was making a lower low. See, market is going up, but RSI is coming down, which means that the buying momentum is slowing down. So here what I did was, here I actually started selling some calls for the day. So I sold some calls here. Okay, sorry. So what I did was, I again made a channel like this. And I said, okay, any calls above this channel, I can sell. So I sold somewhere around 35,700, 35,800 calls, somewhere here, when the market was here. Okay, when the market was here, I sold 35,700, 35,800 calls. And when this dip happened, immediately, I was lucky the dip happened immediately after that. I booked most of my, calls. Because what I was expecting was this, and expecting some decay happening. But market suddenly corrected. And I got some profit, I went out. But even this day, if you see, market actually did not go above this channel. So had it been an expiry day, I would have been selling calls here and they would have become zero. So this is an example of a negative divergence. Okay. So guys, this is how you can use RSI to trade and mark levels where you don't expect market to go till day end and make money. So I'll just take very quick 2-3 questions from the chat box. I've got only 5 minutes. So let me just see what are the kind of questions you have.
Sir, do you use this kind of system on every expiry?
No, it is not possible in every expiry, because not every expiry you will have a positive or negative divergence.
Yeah, I got your answer, but on the face-to-face, you have described one strategy. So you are using that strategy only, or you
No,
are
I'm
taking...
using multiple strategies. That face-to-face strategy, I am not actually using nowadays, because I'm just trading for the last 90 minutes nowadays. So that morning strategy, I'm not using much right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, let me just go through the chat first. Cannot see width of channel. Width of channel, you can just make a small width channel. Yeah, there is no predefined width of channel. It is only for expiry. Yes, it works very well on expiry, Vaibhav Gupta, because on those days the options will become zero, but this can be used on intraday basis as well on other days. Setting for RSI is standard 14 period on 5 minute chart. Okay, sir, can we apply
Sir, जो आपने
on face to face? No. Okay, any other questions, guys? I've got 2 minutes, so I can answer some questions.
sir,
What about stop loss? What is the stop loss?
Stop loss, I keep double the premium sold. So if I'm on expiry day, if I'm selling something at 20 or 30, for 30 I'll keep a stop loss of 20, and then I'll keep trailing the stop loss down. And then when 30 becomes like 10, 11, then I will book the profit and I'll roll it up or roll it down and sell the next strike at 5 or 6.
Okay, got it.
सर फेस टू फेस वाली स्ट्रेटेजी यूज कर सकते हैं हम आपके जो आपने सर उस पे बताई हुई है?
हाँ, बिल्कुल यूज कर सकते हो यार, वो अभी भी स्ट्रेटेजी काम करता है, बट इट जस्ट के मैं पूरे दिन ट्रेडिंग नहीं करता एक्सपायरी पे, तो इसलिए मैं यूज नहीं कर रहा हूँ उसको, बट अदर पीपल।
नहीं सर, उसमें सर आपने बताया था उसमें भी टाइम कम लगता है, जैसे पार्ट टाइम कर सकते हैं जैसे, तो
हाँ, वो टाइम कम इसलिए लगता है कि आपको पूरे दिन बैठ के ऑर्डर नहीं डालने होते, आपको सिर्फ देखना होता है कि वो जब स्टॉप लॉस हिट होगा तब ऑर्डर डालना होता है।
हाँ सर, जैसे मैंने अप्रैल मंथ का आपका देखा था पीएनएल, उसमें आपने 4 दिन ही ट्रेडिंग होना चाहिए था, जैसे आपने बताया था उसमें फेस टू फेस में, पर उसमें तो आपका मतलब 15 से 20 दिन मतलब ट्रेड आपने रेगुलरली कर रखा है जैसे, तो आपने अभी
वो एक्सपायरी ट्रेडिंग ही करता हूँ मेनली, बाकी दिन तो मैं चाय पानी ट्रेड करता हूँ, वो मेरे टेलीग्राम ग्रुप में सबको पता है और मैं पोस्ट भी करता हूँ। वो दैट इज लाइक टू मेक लाइक 0.5% और 1% रिटर्न एवरी मंथ।
सर जो आपने मतलब फेस टू फेस में बताया उसी को फॉलो करके अभी प्रॉफिटेबल मतलब हम कर सकते हैं उसी
बिल्कुल कर सकते हो।
अच्छा। तो सर ये पूछ सकते हैं भी आपने अभी बंद क्यों कर दिया उसको करना, थोड़ा मतलब?
क्योंकि मेरे पास सुबह टाइम नहीं होता, मैं दोपहर के बाद ही टाइम होता है, 2 बजे के बाद।
अच्छा, ठीक है सर, ठीक, थैंक यू।
ओके गाइस,
हेलो,
या
ये सर दोनों सपोज एक ही साइड पुट सेल करना है या दोनों साइड पे सेल करना है एक्सपायरी के दिन?
नहीं, आप
कॉल
जो मैंने अभी बताया आपको कि आप अगर लेट्स से पुट सेल कर रहे हैं बेसिस द डाइवर्जेंस, तो अगर आप पुट 30 रुपए का सेल कर रहे हैं उसके अगेंस्ट आप कॉल भी सेल कर सकते हो 8-10 रुपए वाली।
ओके,
सेम लॉजिक, दोनों का डबल का स्टॉप लॉस रखो आप, तो आपका क्या होगा, अगर मार्केट रिवर्स कर गया तो पुट में बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉफिट हो जाएगा और कॉल में लॉस इतना नहीं होगा। और अगर मार्केट धीरे धीरे नीचे गिरता रहा तो आपका पुट का प्राइस भी नहीं बढ़ेगा और कॉल भी जीरो हो जाएगा और इवेंचुअली
जीरो हो जाएगा। ओके, थैंक यू
तो
सर।
क्वांटिटी सेम ही रखना है सर फुल
हाँ, क्वांटिटी
कॉल में?
क्वांटिटी आप सेम रख सकते हो, राइट? यस।
ओके सर, ओके, थैंक यू।
सर पुराने चार्ट अगर देखने हो, जो एक्सपायरी निकल गई है, जैसे जो आपने फेस टू फेस में बताया था, पुराने चार्ट दिखा के, वो कैसे देख सकते हैं सर पुराने चार्ट्स हम?
वो आई चार्ट्स करके वेबसाइट होता है, वो पेड सब्सक्रिप्शन है उसका, उसमें पुराने सारे ऑप्शंस के चार्ट्स अवेलेबल है।
अच्छा, उस पे सर बैक टच करके हम मतलब देख सकते हैं जैसे?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, आप सब चेक कर सकते हो।
ठीक है सर, ठीक है
सर, थैंक यू फॉर योर एफर्ट्स।
Sure, sure. Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
It's time for IPL now, so I hope you all enjoy IPL.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks a lot.
थैंक यू सर।